Got it po.
So again, I'll just make formality. SUD, this is Sir Nicky Wang. He's the entertainment editor of Manila Standard. And we are here to talk about your 10th anniversary, your second album, and your second single from the second album. Tama ba ako? Dumaloy. Tama ba ako?
Ginhawa po.
Ginhawa. Dumaloy yung
yung first single
title ng album. Tapos yung second single is Ginhawa. So pag-usapan po natin yun. I-off ko na po ang aking camera and I will leave you to the able hands of Sir Nicky Wang, Manila Standard. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir
Good afternoon,
Nicky.
guys. So this will be just a free-flowing interview. Again, my name is Nicky Wang from Manila Standard. Now, for a question, anyone can answer it. Kasi a few weeks ago, I saw a video clip of you guys. I'm not sure if it's on Facebook or Instagram, wherein you were in a car reacting to your electronic billboard on EDSA. I think that's in Mandaluyong.
Yeah. Can
you share the story with me, please? Anong kwento nun?
Basically, yun yung first billboard ng SUD ever sa loob ng 10 years naming magkakabanda. Tapos, sobrang proud moment for the band. And at the same time, parang galing kasi EDSA Guadalupe. Tapos, nakikita siya ng mga nata-traffic sa EDSA. Tapos, kahit saglit lang lumabas yung mga itsura namin sa screen. Tapos, nandun yung band name. Sobrang nakaka-proud kasi tinutulungan din kami ng Spotify and ng Warner for promoting our music. Kaya thank you so much to them as well.
I understand that's your first billboard, electronic billboard in EDSA. What does that billboard mean to you as a group?
Well, hindi namin kasi naisip talaga na lalabas kami sa billboards and all that. Bonus siya sa mga nangyayari ngayon. Kasi yun nga, dahil hindi namin na-expect. So nung lumabas siya, tuwang-tuwa kami. Tapos, kayo guys, ano ba naisip nyo nung lumabas tayo sa billboard?
I guess parang you can't explain it in yung siya parang sa akin, parang feeling siya I couldn't put it into words It was more of like parang everything that has happened up until that point has been worth it. Lahat nung away namin, lahat ng hirap na pinagdaanan namin, nagkakaasaran din naman kami. Parang all of that has been worth it. And I mean, it's such a happy moment because when we started playing music together, hindi naman namin iniisip yun na kailangan magka-billboard. We just wanted to play music.
Right.
And for that to come out, it's kind of like for me, para siyang validation na if you put your heart and mind to it, it will be acknowledged. It will be, you'll come out achieving a certain level of success, if you want to call it that, if you really put your heart and mind into it. For me, that yun yung naramdaman ko na I can't really put it into words yeah.
Thank you. Anyone would like to add?
Ayun. Siguro like what Sud and Kaloy has mentioned, we didn't have it dun sa bucket list namin na magkaroon ng billboard sa EDSA, but it was a blessing, and then the feeling was just it's something new to us and ang galing lang rin kasi 10th year and then dun sa lumabas na parang yung blessing na yun, and usually yung faces namin we could just see it sa mga gig posters, so iba rin yung feeling kapag andun na sa may kalsada ng EDSA. So parang ang tawag dito, achievement unlocked.
Yeah. Achievement unlocked. Now, a few years ago, I think meron kayong interview. I'm not sure if it's sa Mix siguro, though, when you mentioned that during your formative years, you've kind of experimented and parang you mixed all your influences to come up with your signature sound or to create your own brand of music as a band. Now, my question is, when did you guys realize or finally decide that this is the sound that we wanted to be known as a band?
Yun nga eh, since sobrang melting pot kami ng genres.
Mm-hmm.
Nung simula, as in magulo pa eh, hindi naman magulo, pero I mean, wala pang masyadong identity. Pero once nang lumabas na nasulat na namin yung Sila, yung Di Makatulog, parang doon na nag-gel yung influences namin together. Tapos nung dumating na si Raisa, sobrang laking bagay nung siya na yung nagbe-bass for us. Kasi nagtunog fresh lalo yung banda. Kasi parang may youthful energy na dinala si Raisa nung siya na yung bassist. Tapos, tama ba Raisa? Tama ba yung pinagsasabi ko?
Ito na lang. Since we're talking about the influences that you had as musicians, can you just share with me the influences or the artists who made great impact on you as musicians? So siguro let's start muna kay sige, kay Raisa, if you don't mind.
Oh my God. Weird to. Kasi ako yung pinakabata sa band, but I have yung influence ko are the oldest people. Siguro I
Old
can
soul
say.
ka pala.
Yeah. Siguro for me, nag-start ako early kasi sa guitar. So, yung mga early influences ko sila Jimmy Page, Brian May, and then I switched to bass. So, naging si John Deacon, si Flea.
Mm-mm.
And yon siguro yung mga influences ko sa guitar na na influences sa bass playing ko. And then, I applied it to the band. So, that makes it unique, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Let's have Carlos?
For me, ayan, John Coltrane, since I play the saxophone. Not necessarily because I play like him, because nobody can play like him. But
Right.
more of, if you listen to his playing or yung music niya, parang never-ending journey siya eh. It was like he was always evolving, he was always sponge for everything, and he was applying it to the music that he was creating. So to me, I see myself as that. Parang, sige, absorb lang ako ng absorb kahit anong genre. Of course, I have my reservations with certain styles of music, but I will not, hindi ko sasabihin na hindi ko siya trip kasi music pa rin yan eh. So I'll just keep absorbing it, and whatever comes out, hopefully it's something that people like. No? So parang yung searching, it's a searching soul. You're always searching for that music, and then if you find it, you don't end there. You search for the next one, and then you search for the next one. And up until the day you die, ano talaga siya eh, evolve siya ng evolve.
Evolving.
Yeah, evolving siya. So ako, I still see, at my age, I'm still evolving, no? And I think you'll never stop evolving when it comes to being a musician. And same thing with Raisa. Kami ni Raisa yung more, kasi kami ni Raisa yung nagbo-book end ng SUD eh. Ako yung pinakabatanda, siya yung pinakabata. So, I'm actually old enough to be her dad. So, yung music niya, at saka yung music ko, yung common thread namin, 70s classic rock, may mga jazz artists din na common thread kami. So, more or less, she gets me eh, and I get her eh, when she wants to do something. Okay. Ano yan? Pang tito yan. Sige, tingin tayo dyan.
And I guess that's what makes SUD different because of the mixed influences that you have.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carlos. Can we have a call?
Yes. With me, I'm more on the R&B side of the music. So
iba naman.
kapag malalambing na tunog, yun, doon na usually doon na ako pumapasok. So when it comes to mga influences, more on Miguel, Whale, and then probably Music Soul Child. So yun.
Thank you. And finally, let's have Sud.
Influence ko, sobrang lumaki ako sa OPM, pero first gig na pinuntahan ko ever was a gig by Up Dharma Down sa Sagiho. Tapos,
Okay.
yeah. So, mga 2008 ata to. Pumunta ako doon. Tapos, after kong manood ng Up Dharma Down, parang grabe na yung influence nila sa akin. As in, sinoundtrip ko na lahat ng yung buong catalog nila. Tapos, buong high school ko, yun yung playlist ko palagi. Tapos, nung medyo nag-aaral na ako mag-music, andyan na sila John Mayer, sila Damien Rice. Tapos, eventually, nag-shift ako towards hip-hop. So, yung mga rappers like sila Kendrick Lamar, sila Frank Ocean, sila Mac Miller, sila yung mga sinasoundtrip ko. So, sobrang halo-halo talaga ng genres.
Yeah, now I understand why you're a melting pot of genres. Okay. Now, let's talk about the album. The first single is Dumaloy. That's also the
Dumaloy.
title of the album, no? When I heard of Dumaloy, it's the way the words were weaved together, very simple, yet very poetic. No.
Yay.
Pero I wanted to know from you guys, ano yung meaning ng song? What's the kind of message does the song really want to convey?
Nung sinusulat ko siya, parang ang naisip ko, ano ba yung mga abnormalities na nararamdaman ng tao kapag nai-in love sila. So, nagsiskip yung beat, tapos butterflies in their stomach. Tapos, alam mo yun, yung parang gusto ko lang siyang i-convey sa isang song. Tapos, ayun, nasulat namin yung Dumaloy thinking na paano ba? Gusto lang namin i-share yung feeling ng in love talaga. Like dun sa totoong tao na yung true love, kumbaga, true love. Tapos go ahead, sorry.
No, so go ahead.
Sobrang lang siya, sobrang sincere outpour of emotions and mga gustong sabihin sa special someone. Nilagyan mo lang ng tono.
Right. Now let's talk about Ginhawa. What's the song about? What's the inspiration as well?
For Ginhawa naman, siya, sobrang hassle kasi this pandemic. Yung sense of touch ng isa't isa, yun yung sobrang special. Lalo na ngayon na hindi na pwedeng makipag handshake, hug sa everyone. So, chine-cherish mo lahat ng pwede mong bigyan ng hug, bigyan ng sense of touch. So, yung Ginhawa, nasulat ko siya every time na umuwi ako dun sa bahay ng girlfriend ko. Yung hug na binibigay niya, yun yung nagbibigay sa akin ng Ginhawa.
Right.
Tsaka yung, kahit sa mga pets actually, yung mga pets natin na tuwing umuwi tayo, sila yung excited. Kapag pagpasok mo pa lang ng pintuan, sila na yung sasalubong. So parang, sinulat ko lang din yung feeling na yon. Kaya ginawa namin medyo comforting yung areglo nung Ginhawa mismo. Para ma-feel ng mga listeners na, okay, ito pala yung Ginhawa for SUD.
Now, Dumaloy is also the title of the album. Now, in a nutshell, what's the album about? What's the umbrella theme that gels all the songs?
Yung theme niya is stages and phases of love. So, kung papakinggan mo siya chronologically, yung album, it starts off with young love, so puppy love, light lang, and then dadating sa point na may heartbreak. So, nandun yung mga sad songs namin. And then, eventually, dun sa third, chapter, dun mo na papakinggan ulit yung finding true love. So, grand, sobrang feeling grand na yung yung vibe ng third part ng album. Parang ganon. So dumadaloy yung
So may,
kwento.
para may continuity ng story. Okay,
Mismo.
thank you. Now I would like to get the thoughts of everyone. No, the album also marks the 10th year of SUD in the business. So, from your perspective, what do you think is the highlight of SUD's career in the past 10 years? And sige, yun muna. Kasi may karugtong pa. So, siguro let's start muna with, again with Raisa.
I've only been in the band for 4 years.
Okay.
Tapos,
That's long enough.
yeah. And medyo sa akin kasi medyo weird kasi yung time warp na nasa band ako. Kasi if you look at it, when the band started, I was only 10 years old.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
Parang may gusto kang ibuko ngayon sa edad, ano?
Thank you.
hindi naman. Pero like, ano nga weird siya kasi yung parang kasama kong tumanda yung band. Kumbaga. So, for me, sa akin sa as a band member, parang yun yung highlight for me. For me lang I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Let's have Carlos.
Well, most people will probably say sila, no? Pero I think it was when we started, when yung natapos ni Sud yung arrangement or yung Di Makatulog, and we started crafting it together as a band and then going into the studio. For me, I see it as more of as a parang creative point na transition siya. Kasi if you'll notice yung music before, as you mentioned nga earlier, parang di naman kalat-kalat, pero parang ano siya different directions.
Okay.
But Sila was actually the only anomaly in all those songs, and then further solidified by Di Makatulog. So for me, when we recorded Di Makatulog, for me that was the point na parang ano siya yung parang ito na. So I think we found where we should start. Okay, if you want to call it that, and then let's build from that. And as if you notice yung sound, talagang it really takes off from that moment. Tsaka yung lyrical content talagang umiba talaga when it came from the earlier songs and then from that point. So a really big jump in maturity in terms of the songwriting.
So, see.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carlos. And I also have call.
Ayan. Kung si Raisa 4 years na sa band, ako 80 pa lang, like pang 8th year ko pa lang sa band. So, dun sa 8 years na yun, I would consider na yung highlight would be yung transformation and individual evolution ng band members. Kasi hindi naman ito yung like unang starting members ng band. But probably the longest na and yung mas nag-gel and nag-stick together. And like what Koloy has mentioned nga, for me, sobrang remarkable yung maturity of each and everyone dun sa band. Even Raisa, because she started very young and up until now. So, ang dami ng changes and it's a wonder for me na nag-work kami as a band considering our in different ages. So, ang labo ng mix but it works. So, ayun. That's on my end.
I see. Thank you. And Sud.
Highlight for me, simula nung yung itong 5 na yung including Jimbo na wala ngayon. Simula nung sumulat na kami ng ano ba yung una? Sana bumalik ba? Sana bumalik, no, Raisa? Yung nag-base ka na? Tama ba,
Yeah,
Raisa?
I think so. Oo, tao.
After nung Sana bumalik, nung si Raisa na yung nagbe-base, parang doon ko din na-realize na okay, ito ito na yung lineup at saka ito na yung sound na magde-define sa banda na SUD. More than sila, more than di makatulog. Yung mga songs after itong 5 na to yung nag-record, parang iba na eh. Sobrang mature, sobrang cohesive na nung tunog, and sobrang sincere na nung message nung songwriting. Kaya I think yun yung highlight for me. More than the songs, I think it's the working experience working with these 5 with these 4 pala. Including Jana, our manager, of course.
I see. Now, the second part of my question is, I'll let you Sud to answer this one. You've mentioned that yun nga, naging cohesive na yung sound nyo, and you also became mature na. What do you think can your fans expect from you guys in the next 10 years?
Next 10 years, matanda na si Kaloy nun. Ilan taon na nun, Kaloy? 50? Oh my God.
10 years, 55.
Diba? 10 years from now, I think, sobrang madami na kaming albums na nalabas. Tapos, ano ba, hindi ko maisip yung 10 years kasi matagal yun eh. Pero, for me, may iwan naman kaming legacy na ma-appreciate ng mga listeners ng SUD. Kung may SUD pa rin in 10 years, that's good. Kung wala man, I think wala din, no regrets pa rin.
Because you have a catalog na they can go back to.
Oo, mismo. Kasi yung mga kanta, lahat yun, totoo. Tsaka lahat yun experience ng mga members. So, 10 years from now, I think, kung hindi man kami tumutugtog or hindi na kami band, pa rin 10 years from now, nagiinuman pa rin kami. Tapos, alam mo yun, si Kaloy, nagme-maintenance na. Tapos, may mga kanya-kanya na kaming thing sa buhay namin. Pero at the same time, uuwi pa rin kami dun sa samahan namin sa SUD. And mag-enjoy pa rin yung mga listeners namin 10 years from now. Kasi hindi pa naman tapos yung musical career namin. Madami pa kaming ilalabas.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm down to my last 2 questions now. We're still in the middle of a pandemic, and this pandemic has brought us to our knees. And in the onset of the pandemic, the performing industry really suffered, no? And especially mga band, kasi walang outlet or walang platform to showcase your performance except for digital platforms. Now, as a band, how are you guys able to deal with the challenges of these trying times?
Sobrang nagre-relay kami ngayon, yun nga, sa nasabi mo, Nikki, na digital. Tapos, ang hirap din kasi sanay kaming, makipag-interact with listeners live. Lalo na sa mga gigs. Tsaka gustong-gusto namin yung, pre-gig and post-gig na tambay with listeners. So, nung simula, sobrang nag-adjust kami. I mean, nangangapa. Hanggang ngayon nangangapa pa rin kami on how to deal with this pandemic as a musician. Pero sobrang laking tulong ng Warner sa amin and ng manager namin na si Jana. Sila yung nag-iisip ng mga strategies para tuloy pa rin yung pag-promote, tuloy pa rin yung pag-interact with listeners, and tuloy pa rin yung yung creative process ng band mismo. Kasi ginawa namin yung album, pandemic na So sobrang niraos namin siya. So it's more of parang tuloy lang yung pangangapa at the same time tuloy lang din yung pag-make ng music. Kaya pa rin tuloy pa rin kami with Instagram Live. Tapos ngayon, mayroon kaming kine-create na community sa Discord. And may mga ilalabas kaming content for fans to enjoy remotely na hindi kailangan magkita-kita talaga kasi mas safe yun. So, puro ganun lang kami muna ngayon. Pero waiting pa rin kami sa araw na pwedeng tumugtog ng live for the fans.
Yes naman, totoo. Now, in 10 years, you're able to establish your own sound. Pero coming from you guys, how would you like SUD to be known as a band? I would like to get the thoughts of everyone. Siguro let's start muna with Kaloy, Carlos.
Mm-hmm. How would we?
How would you like SUD to be, to be remembered as a band?
It may sound a bit cheesy, but I think I'd like to be, the band would like to be remembered as yung, alam mo yung when you say yung, when, you talk to a listener now, you talk to them siguro 5 years from now, tumanda na sila, and then you ask them, nakikinig ka ba sa SUD? Sabi niya, tas, ba't type mo sila? But why do you like SUD? I'd like them to say something like, kasi there were a band who got it. Yung gets nila, yung what I was going through at that particular time of my life. Kasi diba you have bands who will just write about anything, they see something, they'll write about it. For the band kasi, specifically for the main songwriters, itong band na to, we're very slow in writing music. It only because the main songwriters, they will only write when they feel that the song is ready, when there is something to write about, when there is something sincere to write about. And for me, that's how I'd like to be remembered. No? That's how the band would like to be remembered. Na when a kid, diba tayo, pag nakikinig tayo ng 80s or 90s music, when you hear it, I'm assuming you and I are at the same age, no? Diba when we listen to music from the 90s or 80s or something, diba when you hear a specific song, it brings you back to a specific time in your life, diba? And to me, ganon. When someone in the future listens to Di Makatulog, snap, may maiisip siya, parang, uy, I remember this time of my life. Ito yung band na gets nila yung yung sakit ng puso na nararamdaman ko during that time.
Yan. I see. Thank you. And let's have Raisa as well.
Wala akong maisip. Pero, like, ano ba?
Kaya mo yan.
Hindi ko alam.
Sige, call a friend. Let's have call.
Call a friend tayo.
Okay. Ako siguro, I'd like to be remembered like kami as a band. Probably, especially for the younger generation, na siguro nagsa-start pa lang banda or mag-pursue ng music na kami, we parang individually, we came from different walks of life. And then, iba-iba rin yung ages. But then, when you find that common ground between each and everyone, and then it sticks for a long period of time, you don't just become become a band, but rather more than that, like family, brothers. And then, yun, gusto ko maalala kami na hindi lang kami banda, but we were like brothers who were just playing music. And then, alam mo yun, luckily, napalad na nabigyan kami ng ganung opportunity na mas nakilala pa because of the truthness ng sound na nilalabas. So, walang paano ba yun? Parang hindi pilit, hindi rin, walang pretentious na sound na lumalabas. So, kung ano yung, kung ano kami individually, that's the sound that they hear from us. So, yun.
Thank you. SUD.
I think kasagot naman nung dalawa, yun nga yung pagiging hindi pretentious, yun yung gusto kong i-portray ng band din. Yun yung gusto kong makita ng mga tao sa amin. And sincere lang talaga yung music namin. Yun yung pinaka word na naisip ko. Sincerity sa message, sa music. And Ano pa ba? I think yun lang eh. Honest music. Honest and sincere music. Yun yung gusto kong i-highlight
I
sa
see.
band.
I see. I think that's all the time that we have. Pero I have a bonus question. Ang napansin ko lang, no, ang hilig nyo sa mga one-word title ng songs. Bakit?
Madali sabihin. Itong next song, ito yung ginawa. Itong next song, ito yung sila. Or, di ba, parang mabilis lang. Kasi, nabubulol ako. Nabubulol ako kapag nagsispiel. Madalas ako mabulol eh. Nadjujumble ko yung words. Pagka kinakanta ko naman, alam mo yun, dire-diretso lang. Pero kapag ganitong nagsasalita, madalas ako mag-mumble. Pero nagkakataon lang din talaga eh. Na yun yung pasok na title for that song. Parang ayaw din naman naming pilitin na maging mahaba. Ewan ko, baka balang araw meron kaming kanta na sobrang mahaba yung title.
10 words. 10 words. Challenge yan, Sud. Challenge.
Sige. Gagawin ko.
But anyway, guys, I enjoyed talking with you and having this conversation. And congratulations sa 10th anniversary and good luck to your future releases.
Thanks, Nikki. Salamat din for the interview.
Thank you, sir, for
Had
having
fun.
us.
May pleasure. Salamat.
Thank you po.
Maraming salamat po, Sir Nicky Wang of Manila Standard. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Okay, magandang hapon. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Nicky.
Thank you
Thanks.
po.
Maraming
Hi,
salamat.
sir.
Ay mo, kapatid. You have the recording na? I'll call you,
Yes.
Nicky.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll call
Bye-bye.
you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maraming